She was beautifully blonde with more curves than the I-90. No, we're not, said them bald, jeans type stuff. They're just some clowns in the clouded brow, suggesting tears would come in the near future, but I hope they won't. Maybe an arm around your shoulder is all that it would have took. Maybe the shooting stars didn't need the wishes on. Maybe Charlie was more responsible. We need to go somewhere adult. The demeanor changed some. Then the domestic quarrel was about to shake them up. I know a place about. And then I placed a bell over her door that was never constructed, not made of that oak. She let her way down with a bunch of them Mr. Nibbles type stuff. But maybe there could have been a cow. Forgot what her name was. She left 1,000 feet. Down here, she said. Down here, she said. At the apparent dead end where the fire exit just lit. If you curl around that wall, the bowls would be lit and it'll be bright. Yes, band-aids over cuts. Band-aids over troubled water stuff. I feel like a bunch of waters coming up and it's gonna bust like the pipes stand through the jaws like they were filled of lead. We want the different ones. Let's get a job, let's get a hammer that was big and start hammering it to death. Can we trust you? She said at the top step beginning to ascend. Yes, the answer was yes, surrounded by a resonant echo. Like she said it loud, like she used all of the air in her lungs. I feel like this could run, it could be some good. The light lowered as they followed, like a flower following the sun. She switched on the light manually, why not? That looked like it was never used. I looked like a crystal ball. The girl seemed to know where she was going as she worked. I work here, so I know. She smiled. They ended at the corridor. The blonde turned facing now. My name's Rachel, but you can call me Rochelle because I've been to France once and I saw that leaning tower of Pisa. Tower of Pisa. The hand I could have reached for was shaking. Clicked the door, mini conference room, tight stiff, a large oval crate. Wooden tables in place, center please, peace with the things we say, and the chairs were arranged pretty strange. This room was never used, it could have had the cobwebs on. That's when the spiders were gone. That's her house when it's nearly torn apart. Had the dust cover it up, because you need the dust sweeper. You need the dust sweeper. Rachel said, low in her face, the table just a bit. Lisa was about to find something in Rachel's head. You're fugitives, you should no longer live. I should put on this mask and end you in this bitch. Just slice and nick, you've been posed on TV sets like milk cartons. Let me explain. Explain this, Missy. Rachel folded her arms for effect. Should I start from, she knocked her off like it was one of those balls, like she wants something stuffed. The minimal light flooded in the door was exchanged for the luminescent ones above. Flickering all, flickering all, flickering all. The ball sat as the boy did, uneasy, unsettled then. A kind of psycho, I mean psychic. If I could put it into my own words, of course I would, because y'all ain't gonna see mine, I got mine locked up. Her hands briskly brushed the table's top. When I was 14 type stuff, and the doctor saw I had the powers. They locked me up and then they gave me a pill that was like the one that Ariel took. Maybe I just wanted to be able to walk. More horrible thing than you've ever seen. So just get what I put in the print. This ink will spill for me. It's an octopus, it's grotesque, but I like it all. The room was death till the interlude. When the first one happened. Such a shock. Now stuff a sock in your stomach like it's what you ate up with a spoon or fork. Depends on how you do the job. Yes, another day for anything. Give me one bread, that one bread once more from the crisper type shit. I thought we took the sledgehammer to it. Just a part of my day, a part of my walk. then I'm parting my hair with this brush or this comb, whatever I'm pulling out. I didn't say anything for a long time. Like, my parents were having their problems of their own, and divorce would come. It's not I, that's what that little chick said that has a little trance on her some. I feel like she had the training wheels from off of her bike, and she could go with her bicycle anywhere that she wants. The horrible dreams continue to worsen than the 2-year stretch. I dare to say my tattered mind, beaten and scarred so bad. I almost got used to them. I prayed a lot, crying while praying to be heard. I felt so bad for so long. The people, the faces were plain, because they should have been people like me. No, their features were clear as sitting there, pointing at someone. Getting cut and slashed, poked and prod, mangled, maimed, anything that you could have thought of, dog. Then I looked away because I shook, because I could hear their voices so clear. Screaming, screaming, scream, reserved for the last resort, and in most cases, the one that people never use. I heard it every night. Yes, she didn't care if she'd even survive. They had the clipboards, and they weren't even human, the way that they talked or treated her. The voices, it goes without saying. The voices. Yes, stress is a terrible thing, and it's contagious. The other two nodded their heads. And guess what the stupid end did? Lisa looked more comfortable as she started to get in this off of her chest. She tried getting church. She tried with Rachel's help. She was just a girl, innocent, shattered like glass. She made a motion of putting the face back, getting theatrical. Yes, what happened to that design? As far as we were concerned, it never was, because of their divorce. She sniffed little emotion on the surface. Charlie was speechless for a while. He didn't say shit. I'm sorry, he thought. His body language said even though it didn't move. She saw it on the print. Rachel managed feeling this predicament. It felt good talking to people, didn't it? I feel like the pretty girl from a second, like I just left the book, like never read this story shit. This is my theory about me, so it should be close, I think. They couldn't budge me. In the ending, it was a time I felt exhausted. My inner voice came out. I felt so strong when I felt weak for some reason I don't know about. The thought would grow, get better. Yes, her eyes glossy like wine, and I yes, she spoke fast and wanted to go on. Her nerve was getting lost. This coaxed me to finally tell someone the terrible dreams going on. So they locked me up and gave me sleeping pills. Mental hospitals. There's no way people die in your fault. Charlie demanded, finally finding foothold. Her eyes smiled. Thank you so much. Boom. I was sad, but now I'm not. A homecoming for my soul. Rachel conceived a problem type thing. Her jaw would drop. Yes, every mechanism to hold it up didn't work no more. How could you manage go on? I asked for so many years in a row. Let's wrap this story up. Charlie blinked a lot, wondering to himself if this God would help this pretty girl. The wallpaper on the wall started to fade and turn gray. Weeping was in the prison. This is all that there be. It fell on the grain of the table that was oak and take the finish away from D. Boom. Yet somehow there were three, intact and maybe something sweet. Expertise when I speak. Yes, it could be overheard by the cupboard and what's just above. Yes, I could continue, she said on her face. So let's move on. Chapter 10. The time was getting late, the sun sat and it glimmered. The sky was crazy, purple, red, colors it delivered. The Home Depot loads efforts combined with false show, just like holes in this whole hospital. It was a hole for a hole. Hannah and Jake driven away the church earlier on. As the bells started to toll, the doors started to close, then open. The efforts were to no avail. The pastor was told earlier on. made a choice whether to help the girl many years before or to help the fugitive plus one. He chose a Latter-day Saints type stuff, better late than never. The bounty hunters fell short. A metaphorical hat on the ground had to be worn. Their eyes shot droopy like a cartoon. They sought out a pair of bits, cause that's where they belong. The trees poked out just cones. They were 3D eye pictures in the dark blueness of night. Nobody saw. A lone car drove on the road. Freeway lights were fast because it's an Oldsmobile. They were headed to the Church of Boston. Oh, those were the cops that trying to catch up or something. Dr. Yellow aimed to find her. Oh, it's the doctor with the waitress. See, it's kind of like a rat race with the things that were genius. Boom. Images of girl be seen, and now you'll be easily accessible by Dr. Yella's dreams. Cindy's sexy Nubian ass had a passenger seat. She moved around freely in accordance to bumps on the roads. Dumb, this was a movie, but now it's a show. Washington stuff. Not like most white boys. That's right. His sense of humor was unique. She grinned to herself. They talked a lot when they drove and finished off each other's conversations, yo. They want to be under the sheets at some point. Yes. To each a yawn, to each their own, to each some good. He owned to emphasize the shaking thought, because the blinking of the eyes were like the lights in front, because the sun's come up. Boom. The motel's fluorescent bulbs were like the song that blared. All this light forever wrong to give off the impression that someone was home, but they not. They pulled over the headlights and parking at the room, the door that said 217 where they were. I guess they're a little bit bad. They should catch up to grab the crunch under the ties of the odor. The car tracked over the spell effortlessly. The car tracked. The soft music strummed on the ears like strings on a guitar. Of Maria. So basic were the lyrics, yet so infinite, powerful. The three listened. South Maria. Boom. The Audi stopped. We're here, Rachel said, grit. The doors open like that. Then when they closed, the newness of the car trips again. Because there was a suction sound like Garfield fell or there was an octopus. The house was a quaint small one. Perfect for Paul. Perfectly lovely. A homey smell permeated and mixed with the other ones. Cooking flowers and clean clothes. And not dirty at all. They're inside the baskets and they done. A harder place to have been would have been anywhere else. Boom. It was unique. They tried to acid quietly creep the floor that was wood as they advanced. Unsuccessful. The dark hadn't been light for long enough. Rachel's eyes had to adjust. Good night, she said. Refreshments are in the fridge. The two stood in the room just for a sec. As the day had turned into something else, they had to embrace the bad, or they turned themselves. Boom. He grabbed hold of her tight. She let a little yelp of surprise, more of pleasure from the pressure. Her hair cascaded all around her. Yes, sir. Boom. Her chin could easily sit on his shoulder. He rubbed her back gently, then they started to kiss. Ooh, this is the love part. Her hand felt his heartbeat through the thickness of shirt that he had. What was woe by people so long time ago? Maybe knew it just got from out the stove. Her cheeks were scarlet in the darkness, and she cooed in his ears. Yes. It was like a fire phoenix of passion yearning. His manhood rose. Overwhelmed, they collapsed onto the floor, cause there's no bed around. After a long time of exploring each other with like two other people, I think. I can't remember when I read. Like a bell a cop for a bellhop. So did the natural rise come from itself? Who knows? Then the peak of the noise stopped. They held each other close. cuddling thoughts. I try to go off and knock y'all down like an uppercut, but to prolong such an awesome thought, the consensus was they sank us for long. Boom.